That's what it is. Good morning and welcome to a beautiful morning on Boisterous Cock Farmstead. So I want to give an update on a situation I haven't talked about. I really haven't been spending too much time recording since my wife and my son came back. I've got just a lot of stuff going on in the house. I did get the grout in the bedroom filled in, but I don't know if the videos being released will be released in order or not. But anyway, so I've had these broilers out on pasture for 2 weeks now, and on the second day I actually had one that was dead in the back corner. So after 3 weeks in the brooder, all 30 birds survived. Move them out over here, 2 days, and one of them's dead. Well, after another week and a half, I had another one that died, and this one, the first one was back in the corner. This one was actually to the side, and you could see a sign of a struggle, and something had grabbed the leg and pulled it out and chewed the leg off, and that ended up killing the bird. So that was 2 with missing legs. And then here on Sunday morning, not quite 2 weeks on pasture, I came out and I lost another one. Same thing, the leg was pulled out to the side. So that was like 4 or 5 days after the second bird was killed. And then the following night, which was yesterday morning, Monday morning, I came out and I found another one. So that was 2 nights in a row. So that's when I decided I absolutely had to act. I had done a couple things to try to help the birds kind of congregate towards the middle of the tractor, but what they were doing is they were laying around the perimeter for windbreak and whatever. And something was coming in and digging underneath the edge, so it didn't really matter unless I had some sort of a screen or mesh on the bottom of the tractor. Whatever this was that was killing these things was digging out the bottom and snatching them and pulling out parts of them, whether it be a leg or a head or whatever. So I decided I was going to go pick up some traps. I didn't really have great options here locally, so I ended up driving 100 miles round trip to my nearest Tractor Supply, and I picked up their 2-pack set of traps. It was $30 each 2-pack, and the same size, which was 32 by 10 by 12, that they were selling here in town, and they only had one of, it was $48 here locally. And I'm sure it was probably a little bit more sturdy built than what I ended up buying, heavier gauge metal and everything like that. But these I think would do the trick. But anyway, what I ended up doing was I got 2 of the 2-packs and I laid out boards all along the bottom edge so that something couldn't dig up, and I put the 2 traps facing opposing directions, the fronts facing the opposing directions, and I kept the kill from the night before, and I cut off like some of the leg quarters and everything and wings, and I cut the breasts off and gave those to the pigs and gave them a little extra treat. They usually get the dead carcass anyway. Sorry, I'm gonna put this down. It's getting really bright, or it is bright. And so I baited this all last night, and I can tell from here that one of those traps, the door is down, and one it's not. So the odds on betting are, the favorite is that it's a feral neighborhood cat that's just wandering onto the property and getting stuff. The next one is probably a skunk, only because I think a raccoon would just pull him right through the chicken wire. But I'm thinking it's a cat. There's been some lacerations on the bodies, and there's actually one of the chickens in the first encounter had a laceration across the neck there and kind of exposed the breast meat. And I don't see that one. I don't know if the feathers grew out over that and I just can't tell which one that one is, or if that's one of the ones that eventually died in subsequent attacks. But I'm really hoping that it's a cat and not a skunk, but we'll see. Skunk butt. Reminds me of Zootopia skunk's butt. So we're coming out here. We're gonna take a look at what's in this trap here. See what we've got. Oh, it looks like a skunk. That's what it is. It's a young skunk. Yep. Sorry, I'm moving around because he's moving around. I don't want to get sprayed. So I know he's kind of in the shadows there. That's as far as I can zoom. I'm about 10 feet away, and that's as close as I care to be. So I'm going to set this down, and I'm going to try to move that trap away. And I'm going to come in on this side. The door's on this side. I'm going to come in here. I think I'm just going to grab one of my ratchet straps and hook onto the top there, pull this board out there, and kind of drag that trap away for now, and kind of get it out of the way. One of our cats is taking some interest here. Hopefully she doesn't get sprayed. Alright, so what I did was I just hooked on to that with a ratchet strap that had a hook on it and just pulled it away. And it's out of my way to be able to do my chores and everything. So I'm going to research the law on this one and I'm pretty sure that I can kill this. I think if I'm going to try to relocate it, I actually have to get a permit, but because it's a predator slash varmint and it is causing issues with my livestock, it's not a protected class of animal like a javelina or something like that would be, then I'll probably end up dispatching this later on. But the hope is that this is the end of the loss of broilers, since I've already lost more than 10% to predation here. And that's actually, it's the first time I've ever had any type of predator issues in 3.5 years. So kind of a bummer. They're interesting looking and attractive animals, but they are obviously brutal enough, and their defense mechanism is such that you don't really want to mess with them all that much. So as I said, I'll research what Arizona law is on this, but I'm pretty sure I can come out here and just put it down with a rifle and go about my day. So that's the update for our broiler predation issue, and hopefully it's the end. But if it's not, at least now I have the traps to deal with any future threats. So if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, share this video, comment on this video, and if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to our channel and click the bell notification so that you're notified of future videos. And as always, thanks for joining us, and God bless.